So உங்களுக்கு கல்விதா வருமா?
Yes, sir.
என்னோட
Sir, you're not going to do good stuff. But for calculator, he has to give the solution for the second person, sir. The first.
இப்போ அவன் பேச வச்சு அவன் சிபி வந்து இப்போ கரெக்டாக லைன் அவன் பேசிக்கிட்டோம். நான் இப்பவே சிஸ்டம் நீங்களும் ஜெயிச்சுக்கலாம். அவன் ஏதாவது வளரும். அவனுக்கு என்ன நடக்குது எதுவுமே சேஃப்கார்ட் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் மைண்ட்ஸ் எதுவும் ரன் பண்ண அவன் ஏதாவது பேசி அப்புறம் ஒழுங்கா பண்ணினா பாயிண்ட்ஸ் வரும். நீங்க
எவ்வளோ டைம்
41. Okay, so the presentation is resumed. They still have about 5 or 10 minutes remaining in their presentation call. Mitra and Kalpita have to finish what they have started, so they will finish off. I don't know when Kalpita will join. I don't know when Vishnupriya will join. So Mitra will finish her task, and then we shall see within that time limit if Kalpita joins, she will continue. Otherwise, it goes to Team Guru person.
One meeting for another person here. So I would like to continue and complete this presentation. That is my part of the presentation with the last 2 books. That is the Builder's Manual and the Greatest Guide. The one thing that I found in the Builder's Manual was about how to change decisions. That is how to take decisions. And in that I have found 5 questions which will be useful for both Naresh and Vilakesh. And first, I'm going to recite all those 5 questions. The first question you must ask is, over the last 12 months, so the past year you must have undergone lots of failures or you might have undergone losses. So over the last 1 year, what significant changes have I personally made? It might be either a positive significance or a negative significance, or it can be anything that you can imagine, all based on your creativity and all based on the happenings of your life. The second question you must ask, do I try to anticipate external changes and act on my findings? Ideologies are very important. The creative ideas that you give for the business proposals on all your success rates, ratings is very important. So you must ask this second question too. Next, have I contributed to any internal change programs? Like your emotional control, how you have overtaken your various negative emotions? Have you corrected those, or are you still worried about those emotions? Next, do I listen to my ideas for the change coming from below? So for your business proposals or anything, here Meera Jain, who's really depressed that the project that document that she signed actually it proved to be the negative thing for her suspension. So you must always listen to others. If it is a positive ideology, you have to put that into you have to execute those immediately, or else you have to think over again. And the final question is very important. Do I react positively to the demands for changes? If I have to change, that is, this book is all about change and other 2 sections. The changes, if I want to change something in myself, whether it's an emotional control or other thing, you must think whether it's a positive demand or a negative demand. Demand is always available. Sir, I have taken lots of notes from Greatest Guide, sir. But the most significant I took one, so that I read Kalpita books.
Thank you, Mitra. Good evening, sir. And good
that I want to recite from the Greatest Guide is, it's a very significant quote and it perfectly suits as a solution for these 2 problems. You can't get to the top of the Everest by jumping up the mountain. You get to the mountain top by taking incremental steps. Step by step, you get to the goal. So here, I would purposefully give this to the first person, that is Naresh Master, because he actually tried several times to become an IAS officer, but he wasn't able to due to unforeseen circumstances. But if he is able to take incremental steps and if he is able to get to the top, I think it will work out, sir. That's it, sir. My presentation got completed, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, okay. Thank you so much. Three. Kalpita, you can continue. 3 minutes elapsed now.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir, and good evening, friends. So now I would like to present my second part. Sir?
Yeah, start, Kalpita.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir and friends. Now I am going to present about the second phase of my presentation, and this is for the solution of Meera Jain. The possible emotions that she is going to face are loneliness. She thinks she has no value, and she loses her self-confidence at one stage, and also she has resentment and rage towards the society. So the solutions I have taken from the book Psycho-Cybernetics, and there the author mentions about the failure mechanism, and there he involves a lot of concepts like loneliness, self-doubt, resentment, uncertainty, and self-confidence. That is where I took all these solutions from. So for the first one, loneliness, she feels lonely because nobody is there to support her, and she's the only person who has to come out of that particular problem. So that at every situation or at some situation, there is a chance of every people out there in to face loneliness in life, and the best opportunity is to get mingled with others. And you always, if you would like to get to know others, there is a chance that you get to know about the great aspects of life also. So take that as an opportunity and try to come out of loneliness. The second one is resentment. For this one, it is not about expecting things from others, but it is expecting things from ourselves. Try to be happy by yourself, like what makes you happy, and it is finding joy in yourself. The next one is frustration. At one point of time, when she has no solutions and she has no idea on what her next step of life is going to be, she gets disappointed and also frustration. This is also common in everybody's life. At one stage, we get disappointed. So the author says us to embrace all that instead of throwing tantrums on ourselves and finding faults on people around us. He asks us to embrace the disappointments and learn and take that as an opportunity to go for the next step. And the last one is self-confidence. The author says when you are able to remember the past success and the last success you had, you yourself get the self-confidence that you were able to do that achievement. But still, you can do this with whatever capacity and capability you have. He also mentions it with I'm going to mention it with the link with Thomas Alva Edison. He has tried for 10,000 times, and he said he has never failed at one attempt. He has succeeded in proving that all those 10,000 attempts are not going to work. So these are the solutions I give for the second person. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, friends. Thank you, sir.
Well done, Kalpita. Nice, concise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Lakshma. Thank you, friends.
Siddhi, can you hear me, Siddhi? Siddhi?
Yes, sir.
Siddhi, day before yesterday, Saturday, you gave some solutions for this problem, right?
Yes, sir.
You can say it briefly now, Siddhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Siddhi.
Sir, my solution is the girl who was making some mistake and worrying for that. That time I have more solutions. First, I will go and tell, don't worry, it's a easy thing. We only learn from wrong things. That like I'm saying, okay. That like she also saying, she also saying don't cry. That like I'm say okay, I'm not cry. I'm said this wrong only. No, please, please, please give me. I'm not. It's a mistake from me. I will correct all of this. She will say, and she will not worry about this. Then I will go on. Second solution is they take it easy. It's a very smallest thing. We learning from right and wrong only. That like you take easy. It's not a horrible thing. You go and ask sorry for your parents. They will really convince you. Don't worry. We some make some mistakes when we falsely go and say the truth. Just like I'm saying, and she also go and ask sorry. Then the parents say that oh, you are saying the truth. Okay, we are believe you. You have to be like this. Just like the parents say, then she also come some experts all that. Then she will not make any mistakes. Then I will second solutions. I will say, don't worry. It's so easy. Their parents are not beat us. Say go and say sorry for them. Don't cry always. We have to take the truth and say to them, and we have to take the punishment for that. We make some mistake and we have to take the punishment for that. Then only we could not
அதாவது
make.
அதாவது 36 வயசுல இருக்கிற நரேஷ்குமார்கிட்ட போய் ஒன்றும் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, வீட்டுல எல்லாம் அவனை அடிக்க மாட்டாங்க, அப்பா அம்மாட்ட போய் நான் தப்பு பண்ணிட்டேன்னு சொல்லு அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும். கவர்மெண்ட் ஆபீஸ்ல வேலை பார்க்குற 27 வயசு மீரா ஜெயன் கிட்ட போய் கவலைப்படாத, அம்மா சூடெல்லாம் போட மாட்டாங்க, அப்பா அடிக்க மாட்டாங்க, நீ தைரியமா போய் சொல்லு. இதுதான் சொல்யூஷன். அப்படித்தானே சிபிஆருக்கு?
சார் அவங்க கிட்ட அப்படி சொன்னா அவங்களும் போய் உண்மையை சொன்னானே குட் ஜாப், நீ உண்மையை ஒத்துக்கிட்ட அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அவங்க மன்னிச்சு விட்டுருவாங்களே சார். அது சொன்னீங்க சார்.
ஓகே 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 கண்டினியூ.
Then I will say, hey, why you are crying always? Be happy. See that they are how they are playing. Look, the parrot was flying, and the part was fall down. Then the parrot go and get the owner, and so see, I'm put that in his the parrot language. The parrot says. Then he also go and saw, and the parrot the owner punished the parrot. What he punished means he put the jail for the parrot because it made the mistake, and the parrot the parrot come and say give me the punishment. That like saying giving the punishment, that like we also be truthful. That like I'm say she also okay, I will be truthful. I'm not doing this again. That like she said, then he again not do that.
Very well done, Sudhi.
Very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So what confidence that Brinda had on you did not go waste. So I appreciate Brinda and Sibia Little, and a 20 marks bonus for Sibia Little's presentation.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good job, Sivi. I liked your presentation. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
So, Mitra, Kalpita Sri, and Sivi Adityan have consumed close to 12 minutes towards the end of the presentation. I would like to say, Team Uday Sri Binda did a very good job in the blueprint in general so far. You have successfully completed all your tasks, and I really appreciate the team leader and the team members. So, very well done. All the girls and Sivi Adityan, very well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we will see, yeah. So we will see how much has been the effort of Udeshri Binda's team had paid off when we are looking into the results announcement, which is going to happen after Team Guru Prasanna's main final round presentation, which has been pending for quite some time now. So I was telling you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take the same time. Earlier to finish, earlier is better for us. We shall get into the other business. Okay, right? The next activity is going to be the Eagle Radar, and perhaps before Dakshin leaves, best extent before even Mildabashini leaves, we will have to see at least an outline of that radar, Eagle Radar activity. So, and by the way, yesterday's screen timing part 1 video has been put into the official YouTube channel. I hope you have watched that, and part 2 is getting ready. So. Come on.
All the best, Team Prasanna.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Murugan, all of us, monkey.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best to you. All the way.
Hey, Murugan, thanks for that, monkey kula. Monkey kula.
Thank you.
Thank you. So next, thank you.
All of us. Hey, Murugan, monkey kula. Okay, so, yeah, jokes off. Angle yourself properly. The online team.
Yes, sir.
Camera பார்த்துக்கங்க.
சார் நான் ஒரே ஒரு செட்டப் போட்டு பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
அந்த செட்டப் அவங்களுக்கு தெரிய மாதிரி பண்ணுங்க. ரைட் ஓகே.
ஓகே வாங்க சார்.
Yeah. Ready?
Group B start off, okay? 3, 2.
Can I start now?
One second. 3.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
So good evening to one and all. So today we are going to give our sets of solution for round 2 of the blueprint in jungle activity. So we are all psychologists, and we are living in forest. So at that time, 2 visitors, that's Naresh and Meera, came into us and asked and told their problem and asked us for the solution. So we asked what's their hobby. So both liked reading books. So today we are going to give solutions for them by books. So continue by the next person.
Creative visualization is a spiritual exercise using your thoughts and imagination to change your life in a positive way. We have talked a lot about visualization. We have it. So,
Good job. Okay, in order to make a foundation properly before Dakshin continues further and Ritan continues further, Balaji has given a solution. Come across some erroneous zones in your life, so by reading this book you can correct your mistake and prevent yourself from making error. So Balaji's suggestion in this particular round is again the suggestion of Dr. Wayne Dyer's erroneous zones. Right, now Dakshin and Ritan resume.
yes, sir.
Go.
3, 2. So we have always talked about visualization in MSES sessions. So that's why we thought, why not bring visualization into our presentation and link it with books. So we are linking visualization and books, and to add some spices on it, we also have the concept of guided meditation, and we are combining all these 3 to make sure that Naresh and Meera have an experience that they will never forget. So I'll just explain the basic setup to you. Here we will have, and if we execute all of the things that we have planned right according to the plan, if we stick to our blueprint, then I can assure that this is going to be one of the most creative presentations that we have done. So in this particular chair, what's going to happen is you have the counselor or the therapist who is going to sit here, and in this chair, let's imagine if you are Aswatthama, it doesn't matter, but no problem. Guru will take care. Imagine Naresh or Meera, they're sitting here, and we are communicating to their subconscious mind. So we are also knowing the concept of subliminals here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to use the books, as Guru Krishna mentioned. These people have given us a list of books that they like. So these are the books. We have imagined that they have read all these books. So we are going to give them, we are going to make them visualize that they are opening the pages of the book. They are getting all the insights from the book, and they are utilizing it in their life. That's what we are going to do. And it's going to be, we'll make sure that we give the most authentic like therapy experience ever. And shall we start with them? Before that, let's see how Naresh checked into this particular report. Before that, let's check how Naresh came and communicated with the therapist. Let's see, we don't know. Just a short 5-minute intro sort of thing.
So hello, so my name is Naresh and I'm here to get some tips from you. So there is a bad cast in mind. I hope you already know the
Yeah, I did.
So I just want to, as last week when I came, you asked me books from me, so I already read the notes. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I have this.
Yeah. I just want to get the solutions, and I just want to get relief from those problems in the past.
Yeah. So, right at 4:30 p.m., you have to come here. But I would say, I gave you an appointment initially, so you have to come here at 4:30 p.m. Let's make it 4:30 a.m. Okay? And at that time, you just have to come and you have to sit in this chair. You have to relax. First, I send you an alpha therapy. So first, we are going to do alpha here. And once you have a semi-conscious state, we'll utilize the books which you have given us and we'll make you visualize. Just imagine what we did. Okay? But we make sure that you come here around 4 a.m. This takes 5 minutes. So by 4:30 we start the process. And I will be sitting right here, and we'll start giving you a guided, voice along with music, so that we find it better and we find it really, calm and composing. And we are going to give you the solutions right from books that you have read. It's not something new for you. You have already read these, but the problem is you have not incorporated these solutions till now in your writing. So we are going to make sure that you do that. Okay, you are ready? We have to wait no spoilers. So now I explain the first sequence. Each sequence is made of 4 parts. The first part is the therapist who is going to be here. He is the main presenter. So the main presentation. So Ritan has prepared 2 books, right? He is going to assume the role of the therapist and he is going to say the solutions here. One person, Naresh, and Meera's subconscious mind. We'll imagine that they are on this chair, and then we have a mind. So initially we planned for 4 parts, but now we are reducing it to 3. And then we have a mind play around here. So the first sequence, he is the main presenter. Guru Krishna is playing the subconscious of Naresh and Meera, and I am playing the role of the mind actor. So let's go. Guru, turn on your.
Yes, now are you able to see me now?
Yes, Guru. Beautiful.
Hello, Guru Prasuna.
Hi.
Right.
And I have got this song, so that's
Sanga.
Yes, sir. Music, your best Krishna music.
music.
Calm music. Song listen. Romba calm.
Come on. Okay, for a better experience, okay. Can you balance both the videos? The other people, Kalpita, Balaji, Mridubhashi, Sibhyaditya?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right.
Sir. எந்த புக்கில் இருக்கிறேன்னா
வீரப்பன் புக்குக்கு ராயப்பன் புக்குக்கு இதெல்லாம் எங்க உருப்பட போகுது? என்ன டீம்ல வச்சிருக்கிற நீங்க? லீடர் நீ குரு பிரசன்னா தட்டுறதில்லை இவனை எல்லாம்.
Sir, in while we are doing our practice, sir, he was telling it the name correctly only, sir. Prithan.
இவனெல்லாம் எந்த காலத்தையும் நம்பிடாரு. நம்பி கொலை கூட பண்ண முடியாது. ஞாபகம் வச்சு. Come on. 3, 2, 1, go.
So So, hello, say right. So, hello Naresh. So, as we have already said, you came and hope you have done the alcohol therapy and hope you are relaxed as you can. And we are going to give you 10 to 15 seconds and you just relax yourself, your body and your subconscious mind. And we are giving you 10 seconds.
Feel like this is again.
Subconscious.
Naresh is subconscious. And that's Guru Prasanna is Naresh.
Yes, sir. That's the real group is master and that's.
Blue many
Yes.
Yes, I'm waiting for your instruction.
So, as the 10 seconds is completed, we have, as you already gave us few books and we have gone through those books and we have got some information from those books and we have got two books. If you told mainly that these two books which are your one of the most favorite books and we got two solutions from that book. So the first solution is you have to you don't want to lose the hope in other people that now it's going to do good for you and you are the only person who can do it. So if you're helping them, you are helping others, it is a really good thing and you have to have that hope in yourself and with that hope only you have to help more youngsters and the youngsters gaining in their life and they are winning their life. So with that you have to get your environment. So as I have told you one of the solutions, you have to imagine your own subconscious mind that you have already helped a lot of teenagers and you are in the rock of level. So,
Yes. I'm imagining and visualizing everything that Mr. Raika has told me.
yeah. So the on second book, and this is the second most favorite book of yours. And this book is you have to always have a smile up in front of people. So as the first 11 teenagers have got and those 11 teenagers have won and they are in the top level and they have already told you and said a lot of good things to you and you have already been happy at that time but after that you have been sad. So you have to be, you have to keep smiling in your face. So with that only your subconscious mind will get that happiness and the surrounding of your whole days to get that happiness feeling and with that only you are able to get through those problems in the past. So now I'm going to give 15 seconds and you're going to imagine yourself that you have already got a lot of happiness and you're going to get that feeling. Now,
Yes. I've got all the happiness, the bliss, the joy that the therapist has told me. I have read these two books, Beat Up and Chasing the Brigand and How to Talk Anyone, and we do little tricks for big success in relationships. I read them again, despite the fact that I read them and take it back. I never realized that these two books have been the answers that I was searching for. They were right before my eyes, but I did not have the intellect to utilize them. But now I read them again, I'm visualizing that I read them again, to get those memories back. Now I make sure that I utilize these books in a proper way, and utilize the learnings from these books in an even better way, and I will lead my life in a better way.
so, and this is for Rajesh and for the Mira also I got Mira also I got solutions. So same characters. So.
Yeah. I'm here. Start.
So, Mira, so the same as Naresh, same process is going to, we are going to give to you. So, as Naresh, you also have to be in a calm position, as already said, you have to do the alpha level, and hope you have already done it, and you have to be in the same calm position. We're going to give you 10 seconds and enjoy.
I feel like the most desolate, quietest place on earth. I don't hear anything except sweet music that's playing inside me. This music is enabling me to relax myself.
Why is Veera Sarkar speaking like a boy?
So now I'm going to do the solutions for you. So the first solution, and I know that you have gone through a lot of bad things in the past, not trusting people, not going to trust anyone now. So the first solution is you have to trust in yourself, and you have to trust the trustable people, and the trustable people is in the meaning the friends you have, friends who could just help you at any time, and those are all the people you could trust. And the first person, the first person you have to trust is yourself. If you are not trusting yourself, no one is going to trust you. So if you have to trust yourself, and I'm going to say the same timing, 10 seconds. You're going to think that you're trusting yourself, and your every best friend is helping you, and you're getting the feeling that you're one of the most biggest people in the whole society.
Yes, I'm trusting myself even more than I trust others. There have been instances where I trusted my colleagues more than I trust myself, but they betrayed me, and that's why I'm in such a state. So now I have to make sure that I trust myself, as I just said. I'm having immense self-trust and self-confidence right now. I'm ready to proceed further into this therapy.
So the second solution and the last solution for you, the same solution which I gave for marriage, and this you have to have a smile on you. So the most of the problems with marriage gave and yours are a bit similar in not trusting or not able to trust us, and not able to trust people, and those things are a bit common in your work past. So the thing is, you have to keep your smile always. So these are all the things which I want. So these are all the solutions.
Sequence one.
Sequence one is over.
Yes, Guru, take over the role of therapist, okay? I'm placing the chair here. Imagine this.
Sorry, Anna, I should play the role of therapist now in round 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, bro. This one will be Naresh and Meera here. The physical, like, the physical body of them, and I'll be the subconscious, okay?
It's a sequence.
Very good. That's it.
Go for it. We will watch live.
Yes. What about? Start, bro.
Yes, now can I start?
Yes, bro.
Yes. So my solutions are going to be useful for both Naresh and Meera. So first we asked Naresh and Meera for the books. So they have given about 20 to 25 books. In that I have just taken only 4 books from that. So the first book is a Seed of Success. So in that book, they would be describing 5 simple principles that we should follow in our daily life. If we follow that, we could easily come out of depression and live a happy and successful life. So the five the 5 simple principles are excel first and reap later, and that's something we should get excellent we should get an excellent work. So then we can just we should do an excellent work, so then we could even uh, we can get appreciations from others. The next one is teach others as you wish to be treated. So that's something, if in many places there would be people who 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 are willing to be treated by others. So at that time, uh, we should be helpful for them and treat them. So at the time, that's it. And the third one is work with a sense of urgency that Naresh wasn't able to do. If he works with a sense of urgency, he could have passed in get good marks in the exams. If he could uh, if he could give 11 students and good education, why can't he do that? So he was just not showing the urgency. Because of that, he was not able to do. And the fourth one is be the solution, not a problem. So they both are not being a solution, and they are being a problem for themselves. So they should change the mindset, and they should be the solution for themselves, not the problem. So the next one is never say it's not my job. So in some places, some people will say that if we say any works, they would be saying that it's not my job, so that they would be like a lazy guy. So we should not do that. So Naresh and Meera, visualize it quietly, which I said, and for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Now I'm visualizing. I've taken the 5 C's which lead to the growth of success, and incorporating them within me, getting all the bad parts that I've had. I'm just now focused on how I can go ahead, move ahead from this critical position that I'm right now. I don't want to think about the past and God and myself. I just want to keep moving forward. I really hope this book helps me to move forward. Now I'm ready to go further into the book.
So my next solution is from the book Undoing Depressions. The author itself have undergone depression and have the feelings of depression. So that's why the author have mentioned that recovering from depression is of hard work. So if we want to recover from depression, we should do the hard work on the solution that we get. We should do the hard work and try to accompany and complete and try to overcome depression. That's the thing in the book the author would be saying. So just visualize that you have get a solution, and you have all the hard works, and you have accompanied it. Just visualize for 10 seconds.
Now I'm visualizing the amount of so-called depression, which is merely a stereotype. Now I've realized it. I realized how depression has been affecting my life. Now I just want to move on. I want to get back to work. I've been suspended for 8 months. I really am waiting for this tenure to get over. I want to go ahead. And in the ninth month, I have to go there blazing. They have to prove all my haters wrong. A lot of people think that this has curbed me, this has restricted me, but they don't know that this is only going to make me stronger thanks to the help of this therapist. I'm ready to go further into the therapy.
So the next book is cognitive therapy and the emotional disorders. So it's a book. So from that, it's a therapy book. So what's cognitive therapy means? It's a therapy emphasizes what's going on in a person's current life, rather than what had led to their difficulties. It would be not seeing the past, and it would be just going with the present. So it would be helpful for depression also. So if we do like that, like we should not think of the past, and if we move on to our future, it would be uh, really really helpful to decrease our depression. So think that you have did all the you have not going to the past, and you're concentrating on your future life.
Yes, I'm visualizing myself as I have neglected and deactivated my haunting memories. I'm not going to focus and give spotlight to my past anymore because that only brings sadness to me. I'd rather visualize my future in a way that I like it to be. I want to visualize myself doing great things in the future and continuing the same way and not let my past memories to inhibit my growth. I just want to make sure that I always move ahead. I have to make sure that my past doesn't haunt me at the most critical situations because that has happened a lot of times to me. I have to follow the advice of the therapist. I have to utilize this cognitive behavior mechanism to lead my life in a better way.
Yeah, my last and the final solution is is from the book How to Talk to Anyone. So in that book, they would be describing about our look and our posture. So in that chapter, they would be saying about a confident smile that everyone should have. So like if we have a confident smile on our mind and heart, we would easily come across depression, and we would be always happy in our life. So imagine that you have just being a happy and enthusiastic person in your life, so that you would come over depression.
Yes, for the next 15 seconds, I visualize myself coming out of depression. I'm utilizing this book, How to Talk to Anyone, and I use the 92 little tricks in order to make sure that my relationship with others is maintained in a proper way. I have to make sure that all these books help me to move ahead in my life because I had all these books with me, but I never understood that they had the very answers that I was looking for. I visited a lot of temples, a lot of different therapists who only squeeze money out of my wallet, and I never got anything back. But here, these people are making me utilize the resources which I never thought would work. I never thought that this book would change my life. I only thought that it was a stereotype that people said that this book has changed my life and these books will change my life. I thought all this was stereotypes and misconceptions, but now I realize how these simple books that I have in my home, how they could transform my life. So I'm ready to charge ahead in life. End of sequence 2. Well and good.
Right, 25 minutes is. Move it.
சரி நான் கோயிலுக்கு யாராவது தூங்குவாங்களா சார் என்ன சார்
Go ahead. So now written will be the mind, the actor who will act as a subconscious mind.
You have 25 minutes.
Yes, yes, thanks. So Guru, you will be again narration here. You will just go guys.
Yes.
And then I will probably.
This is the final sequence.
Yes. It's just 3 numbers. Welcome.
Actually, time point.
Welcome, Naresh. You might be thinking that I'm talking to you right now. That's not true. I'm talking to your subconscious mind. One part of your system says that you're deep asleep. Another part of your system says you're wide awake. Actually, I'm sure that you're listening to me right now, and it's not you who's listening. It's not your conscious mind, which just controls 10% of your daily activities. It's not that part of your mind which is listening. It's your subconscious mind, which controls 90% of your daily activities. It's that part of your mind that's listening to me right now. And this process which I'm doing right now is called subliminal. I'm talking to your subconscious mind. And this voice is being recorded so you can play it anytime at your home. Now visualize yourself taking anything and reading the next 10 minutes. I won't reveal the name of the books now. Just visualize you're just taking a book and reading it.
These are all one of my favorite books. It's open.
So now, let's get into the first book. Think of Veerappan chasing the villain. Think of that book. You said that was one of the first books that you read. Now, let's talk about the characters in the book. Veerappan, the brigand, who has been absconding for 2 decades, he has some good qualities too, but now let's focus on him as the main role, which is the antagonist. He's the villain right now, in simple terms. And let's talk about Vijay Kumar, I guess Vijay Kumar, the protagonist, who's credited with putting Veerappan behind the bars. Let's talk about him. You know, as you might know because you read the book even before I did, Vijay Kumar had a lot of odds against him because a lot of people around him did not believe that he could catch Veerappan and put him behind the bars because a lot of policemen had been killed by Veerappan. No one dared to cross his path. But how come a newly recruited IPS officer could catch Veerappan? A man who's been absconding for almost 15 years when he joined, like 50 to 17 years, and totally was absconding for 2 decades. So people were doubting Vijay Kumar, but he never let the odds against him to stop. He had more disadvantages than advantages in his journey. So, have you ever tried to think from the perspective of Vijay Kumar, how he would have thought when he is accustomed to a particular problem? Okay, there's a concept called finding a inner superhero. So there, Vijay Kumar was not that big of a person that time. He was just an ordinary police officer who was newly recruited. But then he found the inner superhero was inside him. He was no Iron Man or Captain America, but he found the subtle traits of those particular heroes inside him, and he never let the odds against him to affect him. Now, for the next 5-10 seconds, visualize that you're overcoming all of your odds, all of your disadvantages. You have belief in yourself that yes, I'll be able to do it. I'll give the next 10 seconds. I'm not going to speak anything for the next 5-10 seconds. The floor is yours.
There's a lot of thoughts that we know that I'm also going to come over everything that I have or going to get it. Hope the next thing also make these solutions also
On factor, this is coming answer. So Meera, right now, just as it happened with the
20 minutes are up to your house, 6 minutes.
30 minutes. 40, 45 minutes.
It is okay, 49 minutes are out of the
Let's go on this.
30, 10 minutes,
Okay.
40 minutes.
Yes.
Last 10 minutes, Guru.
So 50 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Murida.
Yes. So, Meera, you might have gotten a few glimpses of the process that we did with Naresh. So you might have a brief idea of what we're doing. So now you've completed your alpha level therapy, and now you are in a semi-conscious state. A part of yourself says that you're deep asleep, but the other part of yourself and your system says that you're wide awake. Right now I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to your subconscious mind. I'm not talking to your conscious mind. I'm talking to the part of your mind that controls almost everything in you. Now, you and Naresh have similar shares of books. You both love a similar pattern of books. You both are given Veerappan chasing the Villain in our list. So let's start with that book. In that book, we have a concept called relentlessness. That is, being relentless, and despite the number of obstacles that you face, despite the number of times you're pulled down, you rise up again and again until you achieve your goal. That's called relentlessness. Just keep on trying despite the number of times you fail. So now there has been a conspiracy created against you by a lot of people. Imagine that.
Yes. Everybody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bro,
Yeah.
Dr. Pong,
Timer resumed. 3, 2, 1, go.
now we will be having a lot of hatred on our government, on the authorities, on the higher authorities, for treating you in such an unjust manner. But that should not decrease your passion towards the job. I heard Naresh Kumar say that you are telling him that he's lucky he's not into the same profession as you, which is quite surprising. But I know emotions are sometimes too hard to tackle. But your passion towards your goal and your occupation must never reduce, no matter what the circumstances are around you. Make sure that your passion never decreases, and you come back stronger out of this. In the 9th month, when you go back to duty, make sure that you have the same passion which you had when you made your day, when it was the first day in office. Make sure you have the same passion when you rejoin. Don't let those people doubt you again and get you in trouble. Make sure that you fight against the injustice which is being levied upon you. With that, let's end this particular book. And now let's go to the next book. You said that you're a big fan of Shakespearean dramas, so let's take Merchant of Venice. And there are even more points in this particular book than your entire list of Shakespearean things. So let's talk about this particular drama. First, never repent for doing good. Whatever you did was in the best interests of the public. You wanted the people to lead a better life. That's why you did it. And you have been falsely accused of a lot of things. Just forget about that. Don't regret or repent for doing good things. If you feel, if your conscience supports you and says what you're doing is right, then forget about the rest of the world. Believe in your conscience and never repent for doing good. Now this is for Naresh. You'll reap great results once you help others. So Naresh, you have enabled 11 students to get into UPSC, to clear UPSC and get into civil services, and you charge very less amount of fees from them, only with the aim that those people might have a better future. So you have helped them basically, where top institutes charge a lot and squeeze the money out of the participants in this particular examination. You have done them a favor by charging very less amount. You have helped them to clear the exams, and you worked as hard as they did because you had to make things clear to them. So as much work that they have put in order to make themselves better and clear the examination, the same amount of work that you put in by you to make sure that they get the concepts which you teach them. So now, leave the rest to God. He will take care of everything. Just have faith that I have done good to these people, so God will take care of it. Don't expect anything from anyone. Okay? Next one. Appearances can be deceptive. People are taken aback by the external appearances and they don't have enough courage to look inside the matter of things. They don't look into the depth of things. So what happens is they're just taken aback by the external appearances. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I will basically say. You analyze everything in a proper way and never jump into conclusions. You think twice before doing anything. So from now on, you have a lot of contestants, a lot of people coming and applying to you for admissions. Just take care of them. Okay, now you cannot become an IAS officer anymore. So leave that obsession and now work on your new passion, teaching others and making the lives of others better. And focus on this new stage of your life. This is a new challenge in your life. Take it up. Stop being obsessed with the previous challenge because now it's going to not work out anymore. You are too old now. So now just work for your passion of teaching others. This is a new stage in your life. So focus completely on the new stage. Go and inform people that our admissions are open again. Now visualize that you are beginning this new journey in your life.
So I'm going to put in my name and say that this is logo on what we call it. Then book in the new path and path is going the wrong path and going to go to the new path and going to
Now let's talk about the third book, Awesome India. So you are a big nationalist. Yes. You're a big nationalist. You love your country so much. That's why you prescribe this book in your list too. It's Awesome India. There are a lot of things that you can learn from our own country. Think about the diversity in our country, the unity in diversity, diverse but yet united. We have people of various religions in our country, but still there is global brotherhood maintained in our country. So think about that. Think about, broad-minded thinking. Like people here don't have the narrow-mindedness that he's a Muslim, I'll not talk to him. He's a Christian, I'll not talk to him. I'm Hindu, I follow my religion, and I'll only talk to people who are with me following the same thing which I do. That's why narrow-mindedness. But our country is a broad-minded country. So we have people from different religions being here. So think in that point of view. Let's go to the next book. Let's work here. Now this is kind of a book which you read when you were a kid, but still there is one thing which you can learn from this book. Patience is the key. Be patient and wait for the right opportunity. If you work hard but still you're not getting the results, keep working hard and have patience. Don't throw in the towel and don't quit. Never quit. Just have patience. The right time will come. The next book that you have mentioned is Fever Code. So in this book, there's one simple message. Make sure that you bring the best out of the resources which you have. Okay? Make sure that you utilize your resources in a perfect way. Don't aspire for things that you don't have. Don't feel jealous of others. Just utilize whatever you have in a perfect way. Next book, let's talk about the next book. Absolute Power. In this book, we have a misuse of the powers which have been levied upon a person. That's why a caption in that book says, you can't even trust the president. But here, make sure that you use your powers in a proper way. You're a PWD officer. So make sure that you utilize your power in a proper way. You have not misused your power so far. You have not misused the liberties given to you. You have only used them in a proper way. Continue doing that. Rest. God will take care of the rest, and you will have only prosperous and good aspects in your life coming up. Now, thinking about the next book, Origin by Dan Brown. In this particular book,
Last 1 minute. என்னடா அவ்வளவுதான்டா
once again,
போலாண்டா அடுத்தது போலாண்டா எவ்வளவு நேரம் உட்கார்ந்து லிசன் பண்றது நீ புக்ஸ் நிறைய இக்னோர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க ஐ கேன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பட் அது அவ்வளவுதான் 42 minutes ஆச்சு
ஒரு 5 minutes
என்ன வாட் இஸ் பெண்டிங் நவ
சரி ஒரு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நிறைய பேசுங்க.
It's very difficult to listen theoretically about the books. We understand that you have involved a lot of things. Let's quick and the solutions.
Yes, sir. That is right. 5 minutes only.
ஏன்னா இவங்க டோட்டலாவே வந்துட்டு ஒரு 43-44 minutes வரைக்கும் வந்துச்சு. உங்களுக்கு 40 ஆயிடுச்சு. So maybe about 4 minutes can be used.
Okay.
Finish.
Yes.
ஏன்னா ஆன்லைன்ல ரொம்ப நேரம் உட்கார்ந்து லிசன் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்காங்க. So செஷனுடைய டைமிங் அப்படிங்கிறது போயிட்டு இருக்கு.
Yes, sir. That is sir. 5 minutes.
Whatever you have done is so good. எனக்கு எது மாதிரி மெரிட்ஸ் இருக்கும். But மோனோட்டோனஸா அதுவே ரிப்பீட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது there is no proper effectiveness.
Yes.
But first sequence and second sequence are really good. 40 minutes you have covered up lots of the topics.
Yes.
அதுக்கு மேலேயும் இன்னும் 10 minutes மோனோட்டோனஸா செஷன் ஃபுல்லா அதுலயே போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது வந்துட்டு ineffective ஆகும்.
Okay. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Thanks. Let's move on to the next book, One Good Deed. Don't expect the worst always, but be prepared for the worst. Okay? And the next one is Mysterious Affair at Styles. This book by Agatha Christie, you love this book. Class is permanent, but form is temporary. Make sure that you don't lose your class. Form, you might lose your form always. You might, at one day you might be at your best, and the other day you might be at your worst. But make sure that your class and your self-confidence remains the same. Okay? The next one is personal, very child. Nothing is impossible. Have a self-belief that you can achieve great things. Don't be bothered by the people around you. If you believe in yourself, then you can. Next one is Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. In this particular book, you have to learn to prioritize things. Prioritize things and don't give too much importance to things that are not needed. Next book is Seeds of Success. Enhance your effectiveness. Cling on to opportunities. Plant your own seeds of success and utilize whatever you have. The next book is Plots and Robbers. There's not much to learn from this book, but still, the importance of time and importance of patience is being implied by this book. The next book is Secret at Summer Haven. Always adapt to new challenges, and you have to show that you're flexible and versatile. Don't be fixed and always be in a comfort zone. Try to explore new things. The next one is Math Dictionary. I'm not going to take a mathematics class for you. Just stimulate that your problems are, and the various problems that you have are math sums. Make sure that you're solving those problems in a theoretical way. Understand the problem first. The next thing is a book related to science which I've given us. The title itself is science, but don't worry, I'm not a science teacher. Just follow your approach and try to experiment things. That's the basic thing that you can learn from science. There are always books for experiments and follow a specific approach. The next one is Mathemagic. This book, try to see the positive outcomes of each and every problem that you have. There is always a positive side towards your problem. The 18th book which I've given is The Lost Symbol. Use your intellect to solve your problems. Use your common sense and intellect to solve your problems. Don't worry about what people comment on your intellect. Next one is World's Greatest Speeches. Here you have leadership, very smart, and how to grab the attention of the audience, how to be a good role model. Learn from the speeches of the great people which I mentioned in this book. The next one, the 20th book of my list, Beyond the Valley of Storms. This shows the love towards other creatures and love towards other human beings as well, as a fellow member of the mankind. The 21st book is Worlds for Life, Imagination. Even Albert Einstein has mentioned that imagination is even more important than the knowledge which you have, because knowledge is limited, but imagination is unlimited. The 22nd book is The Lost Track of Time. Even if others obstruct your passion, even if it's your parents or people who are close to you, if you believe in your passion and if you want to pursue your passion, then you can do it. The 23rd book is Tell Me Why, Our Environment. You know the story of the last leaf, right? Where it's called placebo effect. There was a person who believed that when the last leaf from a nearby tree falls down, he will die. But then an artist painted a similar leaf on that particular tree, and when the person saw the tree and he saw that the last leaf was still there, he believed that he's not going to die, and he came back to life. He improved, his health conditions improved. So make sure that you treat the environment around you, the plants, the animals around you in a proper way. And you have to also believe that climate change, even now we have a news that by 2025, coastal areas will be submerged. So have a good concern on your environment as well. The 24th book is Meant to Be. Think of your high performance points whenever you are in depression. Think twice before taking decisions, and all.
Your hearing means Skype crashed automatically.
No problem, sir.
Anybody hearing me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, last 1.5 minutes. Yes, continue.
So in this book called Sapiens, we have shown the process and the evolution of human beings from apes and to what we are right now. Everything that happens around the world is a process. It takes a lot of steps before achieving something great. So believe in the process, trust in the process, trust in evolution. Each step, you just want to make yourself better and not to degrade yourself. Just believe in evolution. By each step, you have to evolve. You have to upgrade yourself. And don't be narrow-minded always. Okay? The last book, the 26th book, is the Hindu Speaks of Management. I'm not going to take management classes here. But believe that communication is the key to maintaining a lot of things. It could be your relationships with your friends, it could be your business relationships, it could be any kind of relationship, but communication and proper negotiation is a major factor that affects this. The next one is you have to learn how to work under different kinds of bosses. There are different kinds of people commanding you. You need to learn how to work under those people. And the last but not the least, improve your leadership style. Right now you're a teacher, so you have a lot of leadership filled in you. That's why you're able to guide so many students to glory. So believe that you have good leadership skills. Sir,
Guru Prasanna, give a finishing note.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have the number of books that you covered, sir. You have covered 32 books. Yes.
Am I the only one who is seeing Guru Prasanna hanging at one place, or everybody is seeing?
Everybody, sir.
Okay, நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் ஷேர் போட்டு Guru Prasanna.
Nice face, bro.
Okay, Guru Prasanna.
Sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah, we are able to hear.
Sorry, sir, I had some network issues. So I just...
No problem. Finish your team's performance. Give a finishing note, and then we'll move on.
Yes, sir. So, thank you for listening to our presentation. So, we have given solutions from the book that we from our book from our library. So, I think these books, these solutions will be important for us to live a happy life. So, thank you for giving an opportunity, sir.
Good job.
Very well done, Team Guru Prasanna.
So keeping the tempo intact and alive for about 2 or 3 days, and giving a quantum of almost about 30 plus book in the final round. That was pretty good, very impressive. I appreciate the Darshan Siddharth, who has been taking the most of the phase of presentation. Very well. Thank you.
Very well done, team.
Well done, Dakshana.
Thank you.
That's it. We are coming to the end of Blueprint in the Jungle. Having the minds as jungles, and you have been taking the solutions from the books, and you have been giving the solution blueprints for about a couple of people for taking themselves and moving on. So all the books have to be taken back to it.
Yes, sir.
You get the arrangement today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
Right. In that you are taking your books.
Everything.
So you distribute books with them here.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go for the evaluation of the final round. So, team Udesh Binda, tell me the total number of counts of books you have involved in this entire exercise. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
shall I leave now, sir?
Okay. Right, everybody say bye to the
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone. Expect great things and
this
lessons.
round.
Bye, bye, friends.
Bye, Tom.
Sir, Aswathaman gave like 6 books, sir, but 5 of them were repeated, sir, so we took only 1 book, sir. Just friends, you can just 1 book.
Give me the total number of books.
36.
36 books. Okay, give me the total number of books, Team Guru Prasanna.
Sir, I involved 26, sir. Group 4, sir. Balarana 2, sir. 32, 33, 34, sir. And we did not repeat it. Exclusive of the repetitions, 34.
36 and 34. Okay. Alright, sit down. So let's see the final round score. What is the what is the grand total so far for Team Shri?
What score are you getting, sir?
Kalpita, your teammates want you to talk. You hear us?
Oh, sir, I was talking, staying muted, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell us.
Yes, sir. So in the first round, it was 117, 35, and 28, Mitra. And then today, Sibi got 20. So that's for 200, right, Mitra?
Akka, I have a doubt, so we both got around 270 something, but actually it forgot to add a cricket score, but we got 95, right? So when we added that I got 377, that's why
Okay, Mitra.
Sir, I would like to know how I got this.
I know. Please understand. 377 was the score. It was 357 and today I gave 20, so it was 377. So நீங்க ஸ்கோர் இப்படி ஏதாவது பண்ணுவீங்க இருந்தா நான் தனியா எடுத்து வச்சிருக்கேன். Yeah. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Team Guru Prasanna.
361, sir. But then, no, sir.
261, sir, after the voice.
Sir, 261, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually,
261 minus 15.
Yes, sir. 261 minus 15, 211, I think.
Yeah.
Mitra, first one 170.
177 now.
170.
170.
Hey. 261 minus 15, 211 was score.
Yes, sir. First one, the 257 rounds, sir. Including first rounds. And then 20 city 270.
When I was speaking about secret, that's the last part of PPJ. At that point of time, we were 261.
Yes, sir.
And after that, we did not continue the exercise, and no bonus was given after that. So, which is actually 261 minus 52.
Here is also WhatsApp, sir. I think they didn't get. Here, they forgot.
Oh, 370.
Anna, first round score now, 170 now. Then sir actually send the bonus right and WhatsApp. Guru Prasanna gets 15 or something. Lakshmana, you get.
Yeah, 45.
Yes, ma'am.
45. Oh, 170, 150 to 162.
I'm going to finish for 95.
95.
I'm going to 20. I'm going to 20 for the 20 now.
257. 20, 270.
Even not.
Breakup, experiment breakup.
Sir, first today's calculation started with the bonus sir, that he gave us in the WhatsApp. That's
No. Safe from game.
Okay, 117, sir.
117.
Then 45, sir.
Okay.
Then we get 95 and 55.
95.
So then plus 20 bonus. Sir.
270.
Probably 377.
Even I
One 70 plus 90.
so 170
170 plus 95.
161. 95. Yes, sir.
அதுக்கப்புறம் 45 வந்து நீ வாட்ஸ்அப் சார் 20
277.
And we have 50 marks excluding the 2 rounds.
277 and 211.
First 170 and அப்புறம் வந்து 45 இப்போ 162 வரா 162 plus 95 257 அதுக்கப்புறம் 22
Okay, 277 and 211. That's final. No more arguments, no more corrections. Now, in the last round, Vishnupriya's presentation was fulfilled, Mridubhashni's presentation was fulfilled, Kalpita's presentation was fulfilled, Mitra's presentation was fulfilled, Brinda's presentation was fulfilled, and Sivi's presentation was also fulfilled. So it's almost about full execution of the complete round, in which Brinda made an extensive presentation, Kalpita made extensive presentation twice, Mitra made extensive presentation twice, and Vishnupriya made extensive presentation once. Mridubhashni made extensive presentation once, and Sivi made extensive presentation once. So, a complete team performance, and everybody putting their solutions together on the synergic effect, and that gives them 97 out of 100.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good job. This 97 is given for Team Udeshri Binda for this wonderful harmony of everybody coming in forum to make a clinical presentation. So that's much better. I totally admired Kalpita Sri's presentation being made twice, Mitra's presentation being made twice. So just like Team Guru Prasanna had 3 phases, they had 2 phases, and as the leaders part, Brinda spoke for almost about 30 minutes. Yes, of course, I gave a little bit of a bonus. I think the WhatsApp bonus was given. I don't think that's for this particular round. That was given for previous, cricket and previous round. But complete performance by all the 6 members, and it would not have got about to 97 if Siddhi Adityan had not spoken today. The moment Brinda came inside, she kept on telling me and insisting me that Siddhi Adityan should be given a chance. And to be very honest with you, even I was not that much confiding on Siddhi Adityan. That was before Darshan Siddharth and Kalpita came. Yeah, okay, before Kalpita came. But then after Kalpita finished, Siddhi Adityan did a good job. So, a complete performance. 97.
Thank you, Lakshmana. Thank you, Ritan. Thank you, Guru.
Well, Sanjay Bhaskar's absence is striking a negative deal on Team Guru Prasanna's team. And if you take the final round, there are very, very impressive highlights in Team Guru Prasanna's presentation. Point number 1, Darshan Siddharth's total involvement in bunching up all the books and explaining and bringing that into the mime and role play that they have done. That's the first highlight, so I really appreciate you for that. The second highlight is the ideology of bringing role play, mime, and skit-based intervention to be given to Meera Jain and Naresh Kumar. That idea was standing very, very tall. So that's the second highlight. And the third highlight is the ability to bring up so much of versatile concepts. The genre of the books. When a person is in the troublesome waters and you are giving the genre of the books, they took history genre, they took self-growth genre, they took science genre, they took fantasy genre, and they also have taken, prehistorical evolutions genre, and they also have taken personality development and self-help. For example, how to think like anyone is a real personality development book. So inclusive of everything. Whereas Steve Udeshri Binda took only a couple of genre, but they had a variety of genres. So that's the third highlight for them. So, having said all that, there were areas where Ritanitish could have spoken a little bit more. Guru Prasanna should have spoken a little bit more. Balaji could have typed a little bit more of solutions. In all the rounds, Balaji was speaking about only one book, and that was Erroneous Zones. So he was not very much involved, and he could have spoken about a couple of books. And the difference between Balaji's typing and Sanjay's typing is Sanjay comes up with lots and lots of new ideas every time he fires up solutions, and he comes up with variety. Balaji sometimes it becomes monotonous. But besides having about 36, close to 40 books involved, I was having a slight feeling that Dakshin Siddharth has been taking most of the time. Out of the presentation time, 46 minutes and 46 minutes and 35 seconds. In that 46 minutes and 35 seconds, let me tell you how much time Ritan spoke and how much time Guru Prasanna spoke. Guru Prasanna spoke for 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Ritan Nitish, totally, including the subconscious portrayal, he spoke for 4 minutes. So, out of the 46 minutes, only 9 minutes have been used by 2 team members, while close to 39-40 minutes, Dakshin Siddharth alone was speaking. Explanation do you have?
So, actually, since
Why the apportioning was not properly done? I have been regularly telling you that every single person, so that is where Team Udish Vidunda did a bad job. Everybody on an average spoke for about 12 minutes. CBI spoke for 6 minutes. Mridubhashini spoke for close to 8 minutes. She spoke for close to 20 minutes. Mitra spoke for almost 16 minutes. Kalpita, both inclusive, she spoke for almost about 15 minutes. So, Yellaru and the Synergy Kevin Kutanga, Ninga Moon plus Asatama is a big joke. Okay. So, unfortunately, other teams set up, and Asatama or the other nine, your negatives are it's because of the schedule. But if you had been here, he would have done a really good job too. He's a chemical boy, and he would have definitely done. So I don't take Asutaman's metric. Yeah, you have involved Asutaman's idea also.
Get the compensated person.
What compensation?
As Ashwatthama, it's not, it's a schedule based.
No, again, I cannot give compensation for us.
Only if the person is absent.
Only if there is no person of that sort. Only if the person is invisible, compensation. There are other better ways Asutaman could have thought. Kiranu, who now video and video. Go watch for it. அதை விட்டுட்டு 5 காலத்துக்கு ஃபோனை பண்ணி வாட்ஸ்அப்ல டியூஷன் போறேன் அதே குரூப் சொன்னாங்க இதெல்லாம் விடு ரெண்டாவது விடு போனஸ்க்கு தேவையான இந்த போனஸுக்காக இது பண்றது அப்படியே அப்பட்டமா தெரியுது அப்புறம் ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாரும் ரிப்போர்ட் சொல்றாங்க அவர் ரிப்போர்ட் வந்துட்டு அவர் பெருசா அனுப்புறாங்க மேட்டர் என்ன ஜேர்னல் வருது because of my I'm not writing journal, sir. As far as journal is concerned, sir, according to my regular schedule, sir, I would like to say that journal, journal எழுதுறதுதான். ஆனா பெருசா அனுஷ்டா அப்படின்னா அது பார்த்த உடனே கவர்மெண்ட் மோஸ்ட் ஜேர்னல்ஸ் இந்த போர்டு இன்வெஸ்ட்மென்ட் மேல தான் இருக்கு. So நான் மைனஸ் கொடுக்கலாம் ஆனா
sir, actually from Saturday, sir, he told us that it involves 6 books. And from Saturday, we are telling us that go remove neglect the first 5 books. We have used that in the previous round. Go for new books, but we can use UK and the book that we can use. That's not limited. But forget the other books. He kept on telling that I use the 5 books, I use the 5 books. And then when he went home, he said, "Okay, now I will search for more books." Then again on Monday, he did not speak anything. Today he was texting suddenly that I have a few ideas and I'll text them. Then I thought he'll come up with new book. But then again the same repeated this. And then I told him to ignore the first 5, so we cannot take that, sir has told him off. And then he did not reply anything, sir, and then he called me.
Hello. When you people are performing surgery with calipers and scalpels, he comes up with a Tom Raider Jackson for conducting surgery. And not even kills the patient, it splashes the blood on the other doctor's faces also. That is Ashwatthama's surgery technique. அவன் எந்த டீம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணாலும் அந்த டீம் முடிஞ்சு இது எப்போ மாறுமோ எனக்கு தெரியாது. So, but having said that, Dakshin stands alone in this. Guru Prasanna and Ritan Nitish had been listening. And they could have done a little bit. As a leader, Guru Prasanna could have spoken a little bit more. So I would like to give them 94. for this final round.
Great work, very well performance.
Very well done, Team Guru
Thank you,
Prasanna.
sir. Thank you, friends.
There are a couple of bonus factors I would like to give as ending credits for this entire thing. First of all, we would start with Guru Prasanna in Team Guru Prasanna. Guru Prasanna's leadership was good, team top connection was good. The kind of involvement Guru Prasanna had shown in the team talk, அதில் half a quantum presentation பண்ணியிருந்தா இன்னும் நல்லா இருந்திருக்கும். So I would like to give 10 points bonus for Guru Prasanna. Then, as usual, I would like to give 10 points bonus for Balaji's involvement. And I would like to give 20 points bonus for Dakshan Siddharth for bringing up the volumes and volumes of books. I would like to give 10 points bonus for Ritan Nitish for cooperating well, and he did a real good job over here in this final round. And that's it. So how much is the bonus factor?
50.
Okay, so for team Udeshi Brinda, I would like to appreciate Brinda's leadership. Just like Guru Prasanna, she also gets a leadership bonus of 10. And I would like to give a bonus for Sibi Adityan. Yes, 20 marks bonus has been given exclusively over here, but a 5 marks bonus can be given for Sibi Adityan for the other attached to this activity. I would like to involve, I would like to give a bonus for Mitra, about 15 points for the number of books that she brought, and also the presentation and the obsession that she had in this exercise, even after the session got completed. So she was working for a lot. So I saw that, 15 points.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And 15 points for Kalpita Sri for involving into video presentation and making a very thorough, I even mentioned that in the CRS, a thorough presentation and also a good involvement, and today also. So 15 points for the kinds of books that she, all were smart titles. So the kinds of the books that she involved and the presentations. 15 points for Kalpita Sri.
Thank you so
And
much, sir.
you are, and Linda, Mitra, Kalpita Sri. I don't think of any bonus factor for Guru. A 10 points bonus for Vishnu Priya, because Mridubhashi got one of them. A 10 points bonus for Vishnu Priya for her performance. That's it.
Sir, I lost a question about the home.
Now, yeah.
Sir, actually, what we planned initially, we thought all of us would be registered. So we have like a balance to organization. Then 2 of them could register. So that's why I sent Ritan and Guru to register. And what I did was initially I had to register. But to compensate for Rashtratam and Sanjana, I got including 4 more books to be a good idea. And that's why I included 4 more books so that our presentation looks complete by involvement of more books. So I think
Great.
Evening, Ashitama.
yes, that's why I thought Ritan and Guru would have taken like 20 minutes or something, and then I can also proceed so that it will be good. But we now felt that this was the actual time, sir. But still, I just wanted to compensate for them, sir. And I also wanted to make sure that Guru and Ritan go first and have it. But unfortunately, it ended up in this way.
Kalpita asks 424 on later.
Yes, sir.
Well, Darshan,
429, sir.
429. Well, Darshan, so the 35 lesson books, and if you say, how many books you spoke about?
26.
26. How many books you spoke about? 2. How many books Guru Prasanna spoke about? 4. That's it, right? So, Balaji and Asutaman, not much.
Yes, sir. Some books.
In the 36 books, each have spoken more than
Yes.
5 or 6 books. Equally apportioned.
Yes.
அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ இதில் இருக்கிற எல்லா புக்கையும் அவங்க கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணதோட அவங்க எல்லாருமே எல்லா புக்கு பத்தி பேசுற மாதிரி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கொண்டு வந்தாங்க. அவங்க தெரிஞ்சு பண்ணாங்க, தெரியாம பண்ணாங்கன்றது. But let's count that way.
Yes, sir. So I just want to make sure that the presentation doesn't take much time. So I just
Yeah, I understand.
Sir, and as you can see, I have not took much of the course in this 4 hours. So I just said this time is not a big mostly just easier. So as you told them, you told that you have to read books there and immediately start reading books there. But I started writing there.
இல்லடா, உங்களுக்கு புரியல. What I'm coming to say, you are not understanding. Solution அவதியில உங்களுக்குள்ள பிரிச்சிருக்கணும் இன்னும் நல்லா. எவ்வளவு நல்லா பண்ணீங்க. 94 மார்க்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வாங்கிட்டீங்க. சந்தோஷம். பட் அதாவது தக்ஷன் தான் இங்க ஃபுல்லா எடுத்து லேப் பண்ணிருக்கோம். அப்படியே மில்க்ஷேக் எடுத்து ஃபுல்லா அவதான் முடிச்சிருக்கோம். And a growth portion is given. I'm saying all the 6 should be equally apportioned. நீயே குரு பிரசனால என்ன பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா தக்ஷனா நீங்க தான் வளரணும், நீங்க புரியுங்க, உங்களுக்கு வேணும். அப்படியா 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 தேங்க்யூ. அப்படின்னு அவர் எடுத்து ஃபுல்லா அடிச்சான். இப்படிதான் எல்லாத்துலையும் நடக்குது. அவன் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, அண்ணா நீங்க புரியுங்க அப்படின்றீங்க. அவன் என்ன சொல்றான் அப்படின்னா, இல்லடா சார் எதிர்பார்க்கறது வேற, என் அளவுக்கு நீங்களும் வளரணும்னு அவர் நினைக்கிறாரு. குரு நீ குரு அப்படி எனக்கு அதை எதிர்பார்க்கிறேன். அது லட்சுமி என்ன பண்றாங்க, தேங்க்யூ கேட்டா நல்ல பார்த்தேன் அப்படின்னு எடுத்து ஃபுல்லா அடிச்சேன். நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, அண்ணா உங்களை மாதிரி நாங்களும் வரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ இப்போ 46 நிமிஷத்துல நிதிஷ், குரு பிரசன்னா, தக்ஷன் சித்தார், அந்த 46 நிமிஷத்துல நிதிஷ் வந்துட்டு ஒரு 15 நிமிஷம், குரு பிரசன்னா ஓகே ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கிற கிளிச்சஸ் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து ஒரு 12 நிமிஷம், 27 நிமிஷம் ஆச்சா. மீதி இருக்கிற தக்ஷன் அப்படின்றா நான் 98 கொடுத்து உங்களுக்கு போனஸ் 20 மார்க்ஸ் ஃபார் யுவர் சிலஜி கொடுத்து. இப்ப நான் சொல்றதுல யாருக்காவது ஆர்குமெண்ட் இருக்கு? அதாவது தக்ஷன் சித்தார்த் ஹஸ் பீன் பிளேயிங் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த ரோல் அப்படின்னு ஆர்குமெண்ட் இருக்குதுன்னா கேள்வி. Online people, do you have any argument? Guru Prasanna, do you have any argument? Okay, right, thank you. So, அதான் அந்த ஒரு இதுதான். பட் அவன் என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்கன்னா, லேர்னிங். நீ நாளைக்கு வர மாட்டேன், கோயம்புத்தூர்ல கல்யாண சாப்பாடு சாப்பிட போறேன், உனக்கு இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் ஃபுல்லா இருந்துச்சு. இருக்கிற 2 மணி நேரத்துல ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் 15 நிமிஷம் ஆகுது நீ ஸ்டேஜ்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரி நீ பேசுற மாதிரி பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது ஒரு அருமையான வளர்ச்சி. ஒரு மாசம் யோசிச்சு பாரு, 26 நாள் செஷன் கண்டக்ட் பண்றோம். அந்த 26 நாள்ல 12 பேருக்கு இது ரொம்ப பீஸ்ஃபுல்லா போயிட்டு 12 people ஜாயின் பண்றாங்களா இல்லையாங்கிறது தெரியாது, அது வந்தா வரட்டும். பட் அந்த 12 பேருக்கு கரெக்டா இருக்கு இந்த 2 மணி நேரம். அப்போ இஃப் யூ டேக் சே குரு பிரசன்னா அப்படின்னா அந்த 2 மணி நேரத்துல குரு பிரசன்னா வந்துட்டு ஒரு 15 நிமிஷம் பேசியிருந்தானா that's a beautiful compensity of his performance on that day. And if say Rita is able to take about 15 minutes on that day, இன்னைக்கு நான் நின்று பேசின 15 minutes இல்ல டீம் டாக்ல நான் பேசின ஒரு 15 minutes அப்படின்னு உங்களுடைய ரேஷியோ அந்த 120 நிமிஷத்துல 15 அல்லது 16 நிமிஷம் உங்களோட தான் இருக்கணும்னு நீங்க நினைக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். ஆனா இங்க அவன் எவ்வளவு அழகா அவனுக்கு அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் பாருங்க. That's real smart. 40 goddamn minutes he has used for sharpening his own self. Stephen Covey book சொன்ன மாதிரி sharpening the saw. அழகா 40 நிமிஷம் உட்கார்ந்து அவன் செதுக்கிட்டான். I'm happy. I'm really very happy. பட் ஒரு அஸ்வத்தாமன் அதை பண்ணானா, ஒரு குரு அதை பண்ணானா, ஒரு ரித்தன் அதை பண்ணானா, ஒரு பாலாஜி அதை பண்ணானா? No. 120 நிமிஷத்துல ரித்தனுடைய ப்ரொபன்சிட்டி 4 நிமிஷம், 120 நிமிஷத்துல குரு பிரசன்னோட ப்ரொபன்சிட்டி 6 நிமிஷம். I want you to அந்த செக்மெண்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது கரெக்டா நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணலன்னா, இப்போ இதே மாதிரி டெய்லி 20 நிமிஷம் தர்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்றான், 26 நாள் இன்டு 20 போடுது. அவன் கொடுக்குற ஃபீஸை விட அவன் அதிகமா வந்துட்டு நல்லா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறான் MSES செஷன். அந்த ஒராசிட்டி, ஹங்கர் அப்படின்னா பசி, ஒராசிட்டி அப்படின்னா பாயறது ஃபுட்டை பார்த்தா, அந்த ஒராசியஸ் ஃபீலிங் அப்படிங்கிறது வேணும். இப்படியாவது அது நீங்க எடுத்துக்கணும். ஏன்னா ஸ்கூல்ல உங்களுக்கு அது கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்குது. கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணும்போது நான் பார்ப்பேன், மேம் கத்திக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன், அந்த மாதிரி கேட்காது. பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் நாட் பிளேமிங் தி டீச்சர். மற்ற எல்லா பொண்ணுங்களும் பசங்களும் கத்துறாங்க. அப்ப அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க? பட் இங்க அப்படி இல்ல. சார் I want to speak சார், பேசு, இதா வா ஸ்டேஜ் ஏன்னு பேசு, ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கியா, ஓகே ஆல் தி மைக் ஸ்பீக், நான் கொடுக்க ரெடியா. அதனாலதான் இவங்க எடுக்கிற மொத்த டைம் நீ எடுத்துக்கோன்னு சொன்ன. நீ என்ன சொன்ன? அவ்வளவுதான் தேவைப்படாது சார், 30 நிமிஷம் போதும் அப்படின்னு சொன்ன. முதல்ல கேட்கறேன், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொன்னேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் இப்ப என்ன சொன்னேன் சார், எவ்வளவு சார் டைம் எடுத்துக்காங்கன்னு கேட்டு நீ ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும். நான் ஒரு 46 நிமிஷம் கொடுத்தேன், இவங்க 46 நிமிஷம் இல்லையா? பட் நீ வந்து ஜிம்முக்குள்ள போய் ஃபுல் வெயிட்டிங் எடுத்து நீ ஒருத்தனே அடிச்சு அப்படியே மஸ்குலரா நின்று இருக்க. இவனுங்க எல்லாம் 15 நாள் டைஃபாய்டு மட்டும் தான் நின்று இருக்க.
Sir, no sir, actually I get the concept of it, but it was not intentional. I just did it for the teams.
நான் உன்னை தப்பே சொல்லல. நீ அமெரிக்கா ராயல் உங்ககிட்ட அதை சொன்னேன். டேய் மற்றவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஸ்கோப் கொடுக்குறா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னேன். 3 தடவை நான் கிரிட்டிசைஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன். இங்க நான் கிரிட்டிசைஸ் பண்ணேன். இது உன்னோட ஸ்மார்ட்னஸ். இவனுக்கு 2 பேருக்கு ஸ்மார்ட்னஸ் இருக்குன்னு. குரு என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும்? ஆனா டீம் டிஸ்கஷன் நீங்க சொன்னது ஓகே, ஆனா எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஸ்கோப் இன்னும் வேணும், நான் கொஞ்சம் பேசணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன் அப்படின்னு அவன் கேட்டிருந்தா நீ கொடுக்க மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு போறது. If Guru had asked, you would not have said no. Oh, okay, bro, definitely. நீ அப்படி ஒரு டைப் கிடையாது. Written said, bro, I want to perform even more. Give me more scope. You would have given. Did they ask you? அங்கதான் பிரச்சனை. பட் இங்க மித்ரா வந்து அது தெளிவா இருந்தாப்பி, பிருந்தா தெளிவா இருந்தாப்பி, இது நடக்குது. கல்பிதா வந்துட்டு டிஸ்கஷன் வீடியோ பாருங்க. கல்பிதா வந்துட்டு பிருந்தா இந்த யூனிட் ஃபுல்லா எனக்கு கொடுத்துரு, அதை நான் பாருங்க. இங்க பிருந்தாவும் மித்ரா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது கல்பிதா வாஸ் அட் வொர்க். அது பேசவே இல்லை, அந்த பக்கம் ஒர்க்கு போயிட்டாங்க. விஷ்ணுபிரியா வாஸ் அட் வொர்க் இல்ல. அப்புறம் சிதிக்கு ஒரு ஒர்க் கொடுத்தாங்க, மிருது வருஷம் வாஸ் அட் வொர்க். எனக்கு அது ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு. டிவிஷன் ஆஃப் லேபர் பிரிச்சு கொடுத்தாங்க. யார் ஐடியா அப்படின்னு எனக்கு தெரியும், பட் கரெக்டா பிரிச்சு கொடுத்தாங்க. அவங்க மட்டும் வேலை செஞ்சாச்சு. அப்படியே இங்க நீ போனை வச்சுக்கிட்டு நடந்துக்கிட்டு நீ ஒருத்த மட்டும் பேசிட்டு இருக்க. இவங்க எல்லாரும் வந்து கேட்டுருங்க. இதுதான் ஒவ்வொரு ஆக்டிவிட்டியும் நடக்குது. அங்க நான் தட்சிண குறையே சொல்லலாம். அவன் அப்படித்தான் இருக்கணும், அவன் மாற மாட்டான். பட் நீங்க அந்த மாதிரி உள்ள வாங்க, உள்ள வந்து அண்ணா ஓகேண்ணா குரு நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, அண்ணா எனக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்கோப் கொடுங்க. இவன் மித்ரா பிருந்தா அவர்கிட்ட கேட்டா, அப்படி மித்ரா இந்த பாட்டு நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பேசட்டுமா, இந்த புக்கை பத்தி நான் என்ன அந்த புக்கை படிச்சிருக்கேன், இதை பத்தி நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பேசட்டுமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பிருந்தா கேட்டா. அப்படி பிருந்தா said yes. Okay, so Vishnupriya வந்துட்டு I think I can speak more about this. இதை பத்தி நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா பேச முடியும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன், பேசட்டுமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி they said yes. அது உங்க டீம்ல நடக்குது. அங்கதான் இடிக்குது. ஓகே ரைட். ஓகே சோ அவனுக்கு டியூஷன் பண்ணி தான் பேரிகேடா இருக்கு. டியூஷன் அவங்க இருந்தா அவனும் ஒரு நல்லா பண்ணிருப்பான். பட் அசம்டிவா நான் எதுவும் கொடுக்க முடியாது பாக்கி. So
here being that I just wanted to compensate for him. That's why.
He's a very good presenter. He would really do well. But ever since in the month of February, he has been showing to everybody that he is a very good presenter. And I will not minus on the yes, because of the schedule, he cannot earn minus. So in any case, come on, bring up the grant order.
First thing is you have a chapter, so other than you are separate over time, so you will prepare 5 to 6 minutes, so you will plan the time and we make the numbers 20 minutes, and we separate it around parts and we all get that's not time, and it takes about 20 minutes.
ஆமா, அதனால அந்த ரவுண்ட்ல இவங்களோட நீங்க அதிகமா இருப்பாங்க.
Second round of class that.
இல்லையே, அப்ப நீ சொல்றது அப்ப நீயே 4 நிமிஷம் பேசணும், அவன் 5 நிமிஷம் பேசணும்.
We thought for 20 minutes, the result of this one.
தாட் பத்தாது ராஜா, தாட் பத்தாது. காட்டு
That's a really
கேரளா குழப்பாது. சொல்ல குட் பர்சன்.
அதான் இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் முன்னாடி பண்ணுறா டைம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா
முன்னாடி பண்ணது நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. நான் அதனால that's why I came to the corner of Prissy. Okay, நல்லா பிளான் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. The first time தக்ஷின் வந்து டாமினேட் பண்ணி பேசுறதுக்கு பதிலா பசங்க பேசுறாங்க அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பமா நல்லா இருந்தது. இந்த யாரும் சும்மா ஆரம்பமா நல்லா இருந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ உள்ள வந்துட்ட. உள்ள வந்து நிராசை படி வந்துட்டு டைரக்ட் லைன் இருந்து நான் ஸ்ட்ரைக்கர் இந்த மத்த பேட்ஸ்மேன் இன்வெஸ்ட் விளையாடுற மாதிரி விளையாடுறது. Group.
Sir, first you gave 30 minutes time, no sir. Sir, our plan was that for me 5 minutes written, and that's another 10 minutes.
ஏய் என்னடா பிரச்சனை வாய்ஸ் விட்டு விட்டு கேக்குது எங்க இருந்துடா பேசுற நீ
not Sanjayana was not available for the past 2 days, sir, so that we
Start from
Sir.
இல்ல okay நீ சொல்லு
sir, it was breaking. It was breaking, sir.
It was not breaking, it stopped altogether.
Yeah. Today some connectivity issues, sir. I think our act is not working.
சரி பரவாயில்ல no problem. சரி, let's get on with the next activity. Too much. அதான் கிராண்ட் டோட்டல் சொல்லுங்க.
Grand total is 429 with 19 by 4. 19 by 4.
Nice. Okay. 430. 18 likes and 7 likes தான் இருக்கு. அது 19 likes.
அப்ப 17 by
17.34 likes and likes எங்க நம்ம தான் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் அதுக்கு கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியல. அப்புறம் என்னமா ஆயிடுச்சு, டீவியேட் ஆயிட்டு போயிட்டோம். சரி ஓகே, நீ இப்பதான் போறது 355.
Yes, and 70.5.
70. Okay, லைஃப் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒரே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கீங்க. சோ அத பண்ணு. So 355 and 429. ரெண்டு பேர் கிட்ட மட்டும் ஒவ்வொரு டீமுக்கு ஒரு ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவ் ஐடியா கேட்டு அதுல அனௌன்ஸ் லெட்ஸ் மூவ் ஆன். Leaders, Brinda, reason.
Sir, I would also my team, sir, because we actually did, as you said, we divided it, sir. And also starting from first day, sir, each and everyone has acted, sir. Even Sibi, he actually said to me while doing team discussion, sir, he asked me, Akka, sir, what sir said is I can't understand the network issue. Can you please explain me, sir? Explain me, Akka, he asked like that, sir. For that, I didn't explain him full, sir, but the problem which they have, I explained them, sir. And I told to Sibi, don't need to search more books. If you have own solution, you can say this. Even I asked to you about Sibi can give the solution, sir.
Okay.
For that, you told okay, sir. So after that, I told to them, sir.
So you think your team should win? What do you think?
Sir, I don't know my options, sir, because I don't know much, sir, but what happened is everyone, in my perspective, everyone could have excelled like written help me to understand what the activity, what was going on. Yes, sir. So likewise, many people have done some special things to put up their own hard works.
Okay, Alvida.
Sir, I want Team Brinda to be the winner, sir. The first reason is Brinda's leadership was really good, sir, and from ever since the day I have joined, I have seen Brinda in both physical tasks, memory tasks, and presentations, sir. Brinda has shown a lot of improvement in both leadership skills and as a team player, sir. And Sibi also contributed really well, sir. Then me, Mitra, Brinda, Mridubhashini Akka, Vishnupriya, we all had mutual cohesion, sir, and we did not refuse to help each other, sir. Mridubhashini Akka's video was once not visible, sir, but she still tried to give her best, sir. And Vishnupriya also made video presentations, and Mitra made very good presentation for the two phases, sir. So as a complete package, I want Team Brinda to be the winner, sir.
Okay. Last but by no means least, the leader of the team, Guru. Can you speak without inputs? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want I don't want anybody to win, sir. I think it should be a draw, sir. Sir, because Sir, team, sir, because Team Brindaka and ourselves in sports activity also it was same, sir. Sir, but in round two, Aswathaman and Sanjana were not able to give solutions, sir, and myself, Ritan and Balajana were not able to give many solutions, sir. So that, sir.
Draw. How can that be a tie if that's the case? Where only 3 members are able to contribute while the other 3 members are not able to contribute. Then how do you expect that to be a tie? Buddha, பேசிட்டு ஆமா பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன் நிறைய பேசிட்டு லெஃப்டா சரி
Am I audible, sir?
வண்டியா
Sir, what were you asking, sir? It was frozen, sir.
இல்ல நியாயமா நீ பேசுற டை ஆகுதுன்னு நிறைய வாய்ப்பு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். Right.
Sir, not like that, sir. I think my team shouldn't be losing, sir. So that I told it should be draw.
Oh, sir. Oh. How many people in this room and in the Skype room think that it should be a draw? Apart from Guru Prasad. Balaji raised her hand. No, it is a tie scope. There has to be a winner. There has to be a winner. While Team Guru Prasad was doing good with the sports, Angi Dakshin Siddhartha wouldn't the catch எடுத்தான். ரிதன் நிதிஷ் வந்துட்டு சில நேரங்கள்ல கொஞ்ச நேரம் அவனை வந்து உட்கார வச்சு நல்லா மரத்துக்கு மரம் தாவிட்டு இருக்கிற குரலுக்கு உட்கார வச்சு கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிற மாதிரி எடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் கொஞ்சம் விளையாடணும். அஸ்வத்தாமன் அன்பார்ச்சுனேட்டா அன்னைக்கு பிசிக்கல் கேம் விளையாடுறதுக்கு இல்ல. இந்த அவன் கொஞ்சம் கிரிக்கெட்லாம் ஏதாவது பண்ணியிருந்திருப்பான். இவங்க டீம்ல அநியாயத்துக்கு அன்னைக்கு எல்லாருமே நல்லா விளையாடுறாங்க. ஸோ எல்லாமே அகேன்ஸ்டா இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு.
Sir, like if you take a look from the beginning, sir, I had one particular estimation in mind, sir. Like, we just planned in the first itself that we have to do our rounds in a creative way, sir. Like our presentations in creative way. That's why we did.
The ideas ka bonus கொடுத்துருக்கு.
அதான் sir. We thought
the bonus எல்லாம் கொடுத்தோம்.
Yes, sir.
உனக்கு ஸ்பெஷல் போனஸ் கொடுத்தோம். ஸ்கோர் கரெக்ட்டா வந்து நிக்கிறீங்க.
That's sir. That's what sir. Like if we had like every one of us contributing, every one of us being present on the day, if we didn't have the minuses involved, then we would have had a good score. So we had this in our mind, sir. But unfortunately, due to a lot of circumstances,
execution gap னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Execution gap. மைண்ட்ல ஒன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு அத வந்து கிரவுண்ட்ல செயல்படுத்த முடியாம போச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு பேர் execution gap. Unfortunately, Team Guru Prasanna has been a very severe victim of the execution gap. Udeshwar, as Kalpita mentioned, she has been speaking and she has been synergizing and all that. Okay, one reason why you are not supposed to lose. Unga team தோக்க கூடாதுங்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு reason சொல்லு, then we'll announce the result and we will reveal that.
Okay. So the complete team was.
நீ தட்சிணா எந்த டீம் வின் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்டேன்னா சிலப்பதிகாரம் எழுதுற மாதிரி பல அதிகாரிகள் எழுதிங்க பேசிக்கிட்டே இருக்கு. அதனால உங்ககிட்ட இந்த ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்க அது மட்டும் போதும்.
Sir, the teamwork in involving the books and the simultaneous we had both during the presentation during the team talks, the interaction.
Okay, good. அதுக்காக தர்ஷன் மித்ரா நான் வந்து சொல்றதுக்காக அந்த ஒரு நேச்சர் ஆஃப் elaborating and explaining things are not yes, it's very important for professionals. All right, so between Team Udeshwar Brinda and Team Guru Prasanna. And Guru Prasanna's leadership and Udeshwar Brinda's leadership have been exemplary. And in the upcoming CRS, they are going to have their bonuses on an equal basis. Remember, in MS evening session, winning a particular activity does not affect CRS in any way. It's your performance only affects. That's what you want to do. You behave நல்லா பண்ணேன்னா நீ தோக்குற டீம் இருந்தீனானோ நீ டாப்ல இருப்ப. நீ ஒழுங்கா பிஹேவ் பண்ணலன்னா நீ பெரிய ஆளா இருந்தீனானோ டவுன்ல இருப்ப. So அதான் CRS உடைய in that case synergy, team effect and team talk, most importantly execution, mantling, எல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது team leadership Brinda emerges as the winner of Golden Medal.
Thank you so much, sir. Very well done, friends. Well done, team Guru. Thank you, Guru.
Right, so that doesn't take anything away from Team Guru Prasanna. Your leadership was fantastic, Guru Prasanna. I appreciate that. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Guru.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's relieve Dakshin. Area books ko nandanga, so Aswathaman, Ratan Nitish, help him to take the books. So, Vrindavan parent Varavarikku, we are continuing for 5 minutes because we need to speak something. Dakshin, I want to need.
Ma, நான் எடுத்துறேன்மா. நான் போடுறேன்.
இல்ல Dakshin, என்ன சரி நீ 2 வீலர்ல போற அளவுக்கு எடுத்துக்கோ போதும். இப்ப காலை கொண்டு வராது காலை எடுத்து வராது யாருக்கு இருக்கு தர்ஷன் போகுது. சரி come. Okay, so everybody stay sharp. சரி மத்ததெல்லாம் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க. அசதாமன் ரத்தன் நிதிஷ் பேக்ல வைக்கிறது மட்டும் எடுத்து அந்த டேபிளோட கொண்டு வாங்க. I don't want to take time out of medicine. I don't want the table to be in the middle of the table. Oh, the class is still going on. Captains வந்து நீ காசு இருக்கும் வீடியோ ரெக்கார்டிங் வீடியோ ஓகே This time I am choosing the teams. Come on, settle down everybody. Come on. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Great in life and live strong.
Bye. So you are not coming only tomorrow. Thursday only. Say good. Sure. Okay, so we still have time until Uday Sri Binda's parent comes up, and then Asataman and Nitish, they will have their own travel arrangement and we'll finish. Okay, so 7:07, yeah. We'll finish by 7:15 or something. This time, we will take a real stock of how many people are really going to be there tomorrow, especially. Asataman comes in, regular schedule. Vishnupriya comes in, at least in the online form, 2. Nidhubashni for half session, 3. Mitra, direct, 4. Dakshin, direct, 5. Vrinda, direct, 6. Kalpita, online, 7. Balaji, online, 8. Sibhyadithan, online, 9. Guru Prasanna, online, 10. So, 12 people roster left. 10 people confirmed tomorrow. Sanjay, uncertain. Ritan will be absent tomorrow and he will join. Yeah, please do that. So Sanjay uncertain, awaiting from Asataman, awaiting Asataman's confirmation. Ritan will be absent tomorrow. So we will take the team of 10 first. Appo Ritan naalik vanda appadina adhu nama enjoy. So Vrinda has been a captain recently. Asataman has not been a captain for a long time. And Mridubashni has not been a captain for a long time.
Yes, sir. Madhuvashika was the captain on the last session of the organization, sir, which was applicable.
Kalpita,
Yes, sir.
can you pull up the latest CRS and read out the leadership scores of all the people?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my leadership is awesome.
Six.
10. What do you think?
Madhuchara. Thank you. Kalpita, got it. Relax.
Okay, sir.
So Mitra 17, Kalpita 16, Udeshri Brinda 16. It will be updated this week because the activity completed. Vishnupriya 18, Mridubhashini 12, Sanjay Bhaskar 18, Dakshin Siddharth 17, Ritanitish 12, Guru Prasanna 15. That will be updated this week. Aswathaman 10, Sivyadithan 11, and Balaji 15. 13. So basically, the lowest is Aswathaman's 10, and the next lowest are Sivyadithan and Mridubhashini.
Sibyalkan was last leader in standards Bangladesh.
Standard Bangla.
Yes, sir. That was the first, that happened in the first activity on 5th July, sir.
That's the first activity after CRS.
No, sir. No, sir. Activity direct session, sir. 5th July, sir. Direct session, sir.
CRS 2 ல சிபிஆதித்தன் லீடரா இருந்தது.
Sir,
CRS 2 ஆரம்பிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் லீடரா இருந்தவங்க நான் இப்ப அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் மாதிரி சொல்றேன், எந்த ஆக்டிவிட்டியும் ஞாபகப்படுத்தி சொல்லுங்க. மித்ரா.
Sir, this one, sir. Sir, memory land.
Memory land, CRS 2.
Yes, sir.
Kalpita, in CRS 2, in which activity we are a leader?
Sir, on June 12th, sir, 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I think gunner attitude Kalpitaka was the leader, sir.
Oh,
Yes, Guru.
good.
Thank you, Guru.
Right. Okay. And Udeshri Brinda has been the leader of, right now in CRS 2. Vishnupriya, CRS 2.
The last exam. Champion effect, sir. And also, I think,
Champion effect was dropped in the middle.
make way for the way Vishnupriya.
May.
Make way for the way.
Okay. So very recent.
Yes, sir.
Mridubhashini,
Yes, sir.
was she a leader?
Sir, she was
Sir.
there. One minute, Guru. Champion effect, sir. But that activity was separately, but as leader supposed to come to the direct session the next day.
Yes, Guru. Sorry.
Sir, I said I was willing to say the same, sir. Because of online and direct form, we kept it as Tai and Vishnupriyaka and Mridubhashiniakas. The game was something champion colors, I think, sir. It was memory game.
Champion effect.
Yes, sir. It was a memory game, sir.
Yeah. Sanjay Bhaskar was a leader very recently.
Yes, sir.
Dakshin Siddharth 2.0 இருந்தா.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, when Kiran and Dakshinana were leaders.
Yes, sir. Kiran versus Lakshmi.
Okay. Thank you. Emergency session. All right. Ritanitish 2.0 இல்ல. CRS 2.0. Guru Prasanna just now finished. Aswathaman CRS 2.0 இல்ல. எதுமா?
That was the first activity after CRS activity.
Sir, confident activities, sir. First activities. Half by me and half by you.
Half by you and half by you.
Sir, because sir, in CRS, sir, as he was not the main leader, sir, he gave him Vishnupriya.
Compensatory.
Ah,
Ritanitish 2.0 இல்ல.
Sir, I think Ritan and Sibi were the captains in Stanley's Bangladesh.
Yes, sir. Stanley's Bangla, sir.
இருமாமா.
sir, correct, sir. Stanley Bangla.
Sivyadithan 2.0.
Stanley Bangla.
Balaji 2.0.
Yes, sir. Gunner's attitude, sir.
Gunner's attitude Balaji was the leader. Okay.
Sir, those things are also not like, sir, another mode, sir.
So, it's between Aswathaman and Mridubhashini.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. There's going to be between Aswathaman and Mridul Bashmi. These are the two leaders. On the message and with sir's permission, I mean, group message for Aswathaman and Mridul Bashmi are leader in the election path. I want to mention many people. And I'll get up. You see, boys and girls, this is called as the Eagle's Radar. The Eagle's Radar, team talk, அப்படிங்கறத விட இப்ப நான் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி சொன்ன விஷயம், like I would like to put it in a very simplified form. Let's say, for example, Mitra, Aswathaman, Brinda, or put it to the middle in the hall. I will stand somewhere in the corner. Okay, right? And I will have 3 character names fixed for them. And the 3 character names fixed on our name, every single thing will be decided only at that moment. So Brinda here, Mitra here, Aswathaman here, and I am at the corner. The other people, including the online people, while Nitish and Lakshmi Siddharth are the spectators. Vishnu Priya are spectators. Out of the 6 direct attendees, 3 attendees in the middle, and the 3 attendees are spectators. Let's say, for example, I name Brinda as Udaya, I name Mitra as Chitra, and I name Aswathaman as his father's name, Ashok. So Ashok, Udaya, and Chitra. So all of a sudden I will say, it's Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. Chitra has been very busy the previous day because of strenuous work, and she is having a real peculiar thought about Udaya, who is going to come into the doorstep of Chitra. And Chitra and Udaya are going to have a very, very heated conversation. And it is about the fight that they had previous week. Iவ்வளவுதான் statement. இப்போ மித்ராவும் பிருந்தாவும் இதை அப்படியே எனாக்ட் பண்ணி காமிக்கும். I am the eagle. So ஈகிளுடைய ரேடர்ல இவங்க வாழ்க்கையில நடக்கிறத நான் டிஸ்கிரைப் பண்றேன். இவங்க ஈகிள் கிட்ட இருந்து கமெண்ட் வாங்கி அதை அப்படியே அங்க செயல்படுத்தி காமிக்கும். All of a sudden, ஆன்லைன்ல say good person. So I would say, okay, at this time Abdul comes in and Abdul is trying to solve the problem. அப்படின்னா good person தான் உடனடியா அதுக்குள்ள வரணும். Right? அந்த டைம்ல டக்குனு பார்த்தா ரிதன் நிதிஷ் உட்கார்ந்து இருப்பான். ரிதன் நிதிஷ் வந்து இங்கிட்ட இன்வால்வ் பண்ணுவேன். எப்போ யாரை நான் இன்வால்வ் பண்ணணும்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். ஆனா எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் அந்த ஸ்டோரி மைண்ட்ல auspicious, I mean conspicuous-ஆ தெரியும். ஓகே, சோ இப்போ 2 டீம்னு சொன்னீங்க. அப்ப பிருந்தாவும் மித்ராவும் வசந்தாவும் ஒரே டீமா? நாட் நெசசரி. யார் வேணாலும் புல் பண்ணுவேன். உங்க பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ்க்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி உங்க டீமுக்கு இங்க மார்க் போயிட்டே இருக்கு. ஓகே, ரைட்?
So one thing is not about it. So today you watched the video to YouTube channel. So I think in the starting of the whole MSES you start an market business. So Hariyan also.
Okay.
Yes, so.
Amritesh Aditya.
Yes, you also tell that in the starting of the video, I also got my nephew here and we told like that here, and after that here, the middle here, starting was Hariyan here, and the next was here. Hariyan spoke like few lines and there is few lines after that.
Pretty similar to that, but other phobia okay. On the April 19th, 2019, 2 years back. So, yeah.
Sir, while we are enacting, sir, so you will involve other characters, like for example, Vishnu Priya is spectator, sir, and we are the main persons as enactors. In between, you will call Vishnu Priya and you will be designing a name for her, and like that also.
Yes. இப்போ உனக்கு ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இங்க இருக்கு. உதயஸ்ரீ பிருந்தாவுக்கு ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இங்க இருக்கு. பிருந்தாஸ் பேரண்ட் ஹஸ் கம், so we will finish it shortly. உதயஸ்ரீ பிருந்தாவுடைய பேரண்ட் I mean அதான் No, it's not at all related to mono acting. இப்போ சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு நிமிஷம் தான் சொல்லி. எக்ஸசைஸ் ஃபுல்லா கவனிங்க. உங்க क्वेश्चंस வந்துட்டு அப்புறம் கேளுங்க. அங்கதான் தப்பே நடக்குது. Fast, come back. Yeah. So coming back to the example and illustration of Mitra and Brinda having a tug of war in the conversation. Appo மித்ராவுடைய செல்ஃப் இமேஜா நான் தர்ஷனை கூப்பிடுவேன், பிருந்தாவுடைய செல்ஃப் இமேஜா நான் விஷ்ணுபிரியாவை கூப்பிடுவேன். ஸோ ஒரிஜினல் இண்டிவிஜுவல் அண்ட் செல்ஃப் இமேஜ் ஐ பார்த்து அப்ப பேசிக்குவாங்க. ஸோ இந்த எக்ஸசைஸ் அதாவது ஈகிள் ரேடரை நான் கண்டக்ட் பண்றதுக்கு இதுல இருந்து நீங்க எடுக்கிற லேர்னிங் பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்ஸ் மொத்தம் 4. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லேர்னிங் அப்ஜெக்டிவ், ஹவு டு ஹேண்டில் மொமெண்டரி கிரைசிஸ். ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் சிச்சுவேஷன்ல நடக்கிற அந்த பிரச்சனையை எப்படி நீ இமீடியட்டா தீர்க்கலாம். செகண்ட் லேர்னிங் அப்ஜெக்டிவ், how to be completely stress free in spite of the fact that there are lots of storms coming into your mind as a doomsday. அத்தனை நெகட்டிவ் விஷயங்களும் ஒரே நேரத்தில் அட்டாக் பண்ற மாதிரி சில சமயங்களை ஃபீல் பண்ணுவீங்க. அந்த ஃபீலிங் இருந்து வெளியில வந்து இப்போ இதுதான் முக்கியம், be here now அப்படின்னு அந்த இன்ஸ்டன்டேனியஸ் லெவல் ஆஃப் டெனாசிட்டியை கொண்டு வரது எப்படின்னு கத்துக்க போறீங்க. That's second learning objective. Third learning objective is my personal favorite, and that's the nucleus of this. That is befriending your self-image. உன் செல்ஃப் இமேஜை நீ கிரிட்டிசைஸ் பண்ணாம அந்த இடத்துல உன் செல்ஃப் இமேஜ், தி ஆன்சர் லைஸ் வித்தின் விவேகானந்தர் சொன்ன மாதிரி உன் செல்ஃப் இமேஜ் கிட்ட இருந்து சொல்யூஷனை எடுக்கிற அந்த எஃபர்ட்டை நீங்க பண்ணணும். befriending your self-image. So விஷ்ணுபிரியா தான் பிருந்தாவுடைய செல்ஃப் இமேஜ்னா விஷ்ணுபிரியா கிட்ட பிருந்தா ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியா பேசணும். ஆனா ஹியூமன் எவல்யூஷன்ல ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸ் பண்ற தப்பு என்னன்னா செல்ஃப் டெப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணுவாங்க, செல்ஃப் இன்ஃப்ளிக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் எனக்கு இப்படித்தான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தன்னுடைய மனசாட்சியை திட்டுவாங்க. மொமெண்டரி பிரச்சனைனால தன்னை பத்தியே ரொம்ப இகழ்வா பேசிக்குவாங்க, தாழ்வா பேசிக்குவாங்க. and that's where all the stress starts. So அதுதான் third objective. fourth objective என்னன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டா, இப்ப கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி கூட நம்ம பேசணும், எக்ஸிகியூஷன் கேப். நினைக்கிறது ஒண்ணு நடந்தது ஒண்ணு அப்படிங்கிற அந்த கிளீஷேவை உடச்செறிவீங்க. நினைக்கிறத தான் நான் நடத்துவேன் அப்படின்னு அங்க செஞ்சு காட்டுறேன். சோ சேலஞ்சஸ் நான் அந்த இடத்துல மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருப்பேன். 5 நிமிஷம், 2 பேருக்கு 5 நிமிஷம் தான் அந்த ஸ்டோரி நடக்கும். 5 நிமிஷம் 10 நிமிஷம் தான். அப்புறம் வேற எபிசோடு, அதுக்கப்புறம் வேற எபிசோடு. சோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எபிசோட்ல பிருந்தா, மித்ரா, அசுதாமன் மெயின் லீட் அப்படின்னா அடுத்த 10 மினிட்ஸ்ல ரித்தன், தக்ஷன், கல்விகா, அடுத்த 10 மினிட்ஸ்ல சஞ்சய் பாஸ்கர், பாலாஜி, குருபிரசன், அடுத்த 10 மினிட்ஸ்ல மிருதுவாஷ்மி, சிபி, ஆதித்தன், அப்படி போயிட்டே இருக்கு. சோ எல்லாரையும் ஒரு தடவை கவர் பண்ணா that's the end of the first one. Okay, அப்ப ரெஸ்பெக்டிவ் டீம்ஸ்ல மார்க்ஸ் இருக்கு. every man for himself, every girl for herself, அந்த மாதிரி புரியுதா? It's called as the eagle ladder. Yeah.
So the fourth we can name it as breaking the execution gaps. Breaking the execution gaps for writing aspects.
Avoiding execution gap. Avoiding execution gap. Okay. Avoiding execution gap. So it's 4 objectives. Okay. One minute. Online people, clear? Any questions?
No question.
Clear, sir. No questions.
Fantastic. Okay. அப்போ இத நாளைக்கு அமல்படுத்துவோம். Let us change it up tomorrow. டீம் எடுக்கிறதெல்லாம் நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம்.
Okay, sir. So what are the first two
What are the
main objectives?
okay.
How to handle momentary crisis, how to be completely stress-free from things.
How to handle momentary crisis? டக்குன்னு எழுதிட்டான். அதே நீ பண்ணல.
Sir, I thought that this I had it said.
அந்த வேலையெல்லாம் nothing beats writing down. போன வாய் ஓடிச்சு. முக்கியமான மேட்டர் டைரக்ட் அட்டெண்டிவ்ஸ் உங்க எல்லாத்தையும் சொல்றேன். நாளைக்கு யாரும் போனை கொண்டு வரணும். போனை கொண்டு வாங்க, தாராளமா கொண்டு வாங்க. நீங்க சரண்டர் பண்ணிடுங்க. செப்டம்பர் அக்டோபர்ல பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல, உள்ள வந்தாலும் வேலை வருஷம் கருத்துக்கா எல்லாரும் போனை இது பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல, அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க சரண்டர் பண்ணிடுங்க. We'll have a booth here. Any questions, boys and girls? I mean, boys and girls. All right. Okay. Fine. So we'll meet tomorrow in the Eagle's Land or Eagle's Garden. Right. So until then, write subliminals, write journals, do subliminals, write journals, write the idea pad, and continue the therapist. So Guru Prasanna, Balaji, Kalpita Sri. இவன் அந்த 5 நம்பரை முடிக்கும் போதெல்லாம் கை இருக்கும். நான் சொல்றேன்.
Sir, nothing. Sir, I have one thing to say, sir. Sir, yesterday you told us, sir, about screen time. Sir, after completing the class, I was not even seeing cricket match, sir. Sir, it's Sir, I was just asking scores to like Alexa, sir. It would be like a robot, no, sir. I was just asking scores, sir.
டெஸ்ட் மேட்ச் நேற்று லைவ்ல இருந்தது கிளாஸ் முடிச்சோன்னே அப்படி பார்க்கல.
Yes, sir. Seriously, sir. But at the time India won, sir. I was just see at morning I see that India won, sir. I was just crying, sir, because I was not able to see the match, and at the time India won, sir.
So what's the finding? If you're not watching the match, India wins. So stop watching cricket. Let India keep winning.
Sir, you want the ever saving system that's a lucky chap.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
சொல்லுடா சொல்லு.
sir, the next 10 days, no problem, sir, because the third test match is on only 27th, sir. So next 10 days, no problem, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's good, that's good. So next step is you will see a lot of them. Okay, say bye everybody. Okay, Kalpita, Guru Prasanna, Balaji, Sibi, Aditya. Expect great things in life and just stop. Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone. Expect great things from this round.
Wrong.
Bye bye bye. 3 to 1. Bye.
Bye.